Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie. Today, as you can see, I have ArtDot's Diamond Art vacuum pen to share with you. We're gonna do a little demo and see what we think. Now, a few months back, I did unbox and review the original version of this Diamond Art vacuum pen that ArtDot released. They listened to your feedback and have made some improvements, and so we're gonna take a look. I have the old pen nearby. We can do a side-by-side in a little bit. We're just going to take a look at this as is. I grabbed a couple of diamond paintings to test it out with too. Now, if you're interested in purchasing this or doing some other shopping from ArtDot, I have a link and a 10% off code that you can use that's good for your whole purchase. It's my name, Katie, Katie. Thank you so much if you use it. It is an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission. No pressure. Let's get into this pen though. So I'm going to open up this box and we'll take a quick look. Well, rather a quick look at the outside of the box. So it tells you the model number and the power and all that good stuff for what's included. And on the side, it says lightweight, effective suction, wireless freedom. So who is going to like e-pens, as sometimes people call these electric pens? Well, if you're someone that really doesn't care for the fuss of wax, which can sometimes leave residue on your diamonds. It's kind of a pain to have to refill it regularly, that kind of thing. Maybe even you're a hard presser or something and have had a hard time finding a wax that you can use. This is a really good option. I also vastly prefer this style of vacuum pen to some of the others I've seen out there, specifically because there's no cord for this one. It's rechargeable and it's wireless. And like, if I'm gonna use an e-pen, or a vacuum pen like they're calling it, I can't fathom doing one of the ones that has the like cable hanging off of it. But anyway, they include these little thank you cards with their products, and you do get a warranty on your product. They also, my understanding is that they are wanting to hear feedback, and that's why they've made changes like they have to this particular pen from the first iteration. So be sure to let them know by email if you do have things you want to share. Here's our instructions. So diamond painting vacuum pen. Here's all the specs. So the runtime, they're saying 4.5 to 6.5 hours. So that is a bit of an improvement from the original one. So extended battery life. And here's all the information about like what the light means. I remember looking at this when we looked at the first one. I assume this is about the same. It is pretty quiet. I'll show you guys so you can see. Oh, we've got about every bunch of different languages. That's handy. And then there's our customer service info. Let's look at the pen itself though, right? Okay. So I have to say it's on. Okay. So it's charged. I like this color and like the cute cat on this one a bit better than the other one. Just personally, this is more my color palette and style. So here's the pen itself. It is pretty sizable. Like it's a good size. So if you're thinking ergonomics, this is a good option, especially if you're someone that like the really skinny basic diamond painting pen is just not comfortable to use for a while. This is a good option. It's slightly textured here, so it's easy to hold on to, and it's very, very lightweight. I think it's actually deceptively so. In my opinion, when you look at this, you might think, oh, that's going to be heavy. It looks like it's got a lot to it. It's really not. It's really lightweight. I'm trying to, doesn't the specs say how much it weighs? Okay, so they're saying it weighs 51 grams. So it's really lightweight. So this is the pen. You get a charger, by the way. It looks like it's got USB-C on either end. So you're just going to pop it in this side. And then basically, I feel like at this point, we all have the bases that have the USB-C in. So also, this is a decent length of cord. I wonder if you could, if this were plugged in, if you could also use it like while it's charging. Yeah. You know what? I know this is such a little thing, but seriously, not having like a tiny cord is actually kind of handy. So props to ArtDot for that too. Okay. So the pen itself, let's talk about some of the basic ways that this functions and some of the improvements that they have made. This is one of those, you really can't mess it up. You push the button and it's going. So you can hear when it's running, but it's not super loud, and I don't find that the feeling of the vibration of the suction, it doesn't bother me, but if you're sensory sensitive, I guess it might. It's hard to say, but it's not like a lot, if you know what I mean. So just on, off, and then this said what all the different battery. Blue light is 20% or over 20% battery level. Red light's less than 20%. So that's how now you're getting a low battery. Flashing during charging, 0 to 75% steady when over 75. Okay, so let's talk about the changes that they've made. For one, now they include this is like a silicone cover that's supposed to give the tip more protection. I think, and you know what? A lot of you said this in the comments of the first video that I did. You said that you felt like the tip was wearing out too fast, like especially if you were a harder presser. Totally fair game to bring that up. I'm glad you guys brought that up. So they've introduced this to give it some protection when you're not using it. They also have upgraded the pen tip. So it's upgraded material, so it should be more wear resistant. I didn't use the last one enough to like actually wear down the pen tip, but for those of you that this was an issue, they've upgraded this material. Now, it doesn't have like a super strong suction. Like it's not going to be a huge problem. We're going to grab some diamonds and test this out. But I did want to, well, we'll do this after we test this out. I want to do a little side by side with the old pen and see if there's like a visible difference with this. Before we do that though, I'm going to grab a couple of different diamond painting projects I would really like to test this out with. So there's two things. I want to test this out with just like a standard basic diamond painting project with regular drills and all that. But then I was really curious about this, how well it does with oversized diamonds like these. These are like larger than usual diamonds. I want to see how it does with bigger special drills like this, if it's something that will work for them or if you're really just going to have to stick to standard diamonds. So we're going to start with those first. Let me grab my color. Hold on. Okay, so got my drills, got my pen, got my little diamond painting project. So we're on. And then to pick these up, see, it even worked up picking it up at an angle. So I don't know about you, but when I'm just doing my regular diamond painting with a regular pen, I don't tend to pick up necessarily straight up and down. Instead, I tend to pick up at a little bit of an angle because it lets me be really accurate with placement. And this seems to lend itself fine to either doing straight up and down, or if you want to pick it up at a little bit of an angle, like I tend to. So let's see if it comes off the, yep. Comes off the pen just fine. And you can use the end of the pen to kind of adjust it, but I would have a hunch that if you did too much of trying to adjust once it's down, I have a feeling that would probably wear down the pen tip, or if on the old pen that was an issue, then I'm hoping that like the improved material for this one is going to make this less of a problem. But yeah, this is very easy. And this specific kind of project that I'm showing you is the kind of project I would see myself using one of these pens for, where no, there's not a multi-placer end. I would love to see if ArtDot would come out with something like that, actually. They don't currently have one with a multi-placer iteration. So a diamond painting project like this one, where it's kind of a freestyle grid, there's not really an opportunity for me to use a multi-placer. This, in my mind, is the kind of project that makes perfect sense to use one of these pens on, because I'm not going to be able to multi-place anyway. And it's just very easy. So sure, I like to use wax and putty, but sometimes they can be fussy, especially for me in the summer months when the humidity and the heat can sometimes make my wax or putty kind of gummy or sticky and often leave residue on the tops of the diamonds. And having this that I can just pull out and go, yeah, like the convenience factor is totally there. You do hear the noise. Oh, say, to adjust it. See that adjusted okay? Just wouldn't push too hard. So, yeah, those are the kinds of circumstances that I definitely see myself using this. And yeah, not too loud. It's pretty comfortable to hold. I kind of can have a sensitive wrist and shoulder from like a shoulder injury I had over the summer, and feeling the comfort of it and feeling that it's not heavy like that genuinely is important to me. So yeah, this works fine with the regular diamonds here. Now let me go ahead and open up the other project and we'll test it out with the bigger diamonds and kind of see, does it work? I have no idea, but I want to find out. All right, so moment of truth. Let's see. Pen is on, we're good to go. Is this going to work with these oversized diamonds? Answer, yes. Okay, all right. Now, this I feel like is especially useful because here's another time that I could definitely see myself using this pen, reaching for it, is with a lot of these different kinds of special drills. Ooh, that one you kind of have to do more up and down, because the top of these crystals is where the flat part is that the suction can grab onto. Okay, so crystal drills like these or other special diamonds, they can, sometimes it's almost like they can be more dust prone, or not dirt prone, but I feel like they can really dirty up your wax or putty a lot faster. And so having a pen like this where you're not having to worry about gunking up wax or putty, it's like you just have the air in the suction that alleviates a lot of headache. So, but there you go. This actually is picking up these bigger size crystals just fine. So for those of you that like doing those special drill projects like these where they have unusual sizes of diamonds, I feel like the key really is going to be, as long as the diamonds have some kind of flat area on the top, like you can see here, that this can like actually grab onto. But it's working just fine. I really didn't know if that was going to work. So you know what? I picked that up at a total angle and that worked fine too. So, you know, I'll take it. That's a happy surprise. So, okay. Thanks for testing those out with me. Now let me put this away real quick, move this out of the way. I want to compare this side by side with the original iteration of this pen and see if we notice any differences. Okay, I'll be right back. So for all intents and purposes, boxes are identical. The colors and what's going on here is one of the main things that you'll see right away is kind of different. And the pen itself. So it comes with the cord and everything. The packaging inside is slightly different. And then I'm looking at these. Let's look at them side by side. So this one didn't come with any kind of silicone cover. Let me zoom you in. So, I mean, there is a different texture to the material. Okay, yeah, it's thicker on this one. It's kind of hard to see. The light catches it okay. The end of this one, it is thicker, so it makes sense on a practical level that it's more durable. It feels different. Like this just feels heftier. And this one just feels like a little bit lighter. So, okay. Visibly, I am noticing that difference. I don't necessarily notice a difference when I'm just physically diamond painting. It's still picking up the drills similar to the original one, but it looks like they are using a different material and it is thicker. And so that should be sturdier, which is kind of the idea and is, again, based on feedback that they gave. So I'm happy to see that. I was just curious to see, is that difference actually going to be visible, or is it just going to be you got to try it out and see. So yeah, the three main things that are upgraded from the old version of this pen, the bunny version, to the kitty cat version and butterfly version. This one has the more durable pen tip. It has the silicone tip cover that you can put on when you're done crafting, and it has extended battery life. So this has up to 6.5 hours of battery time, as opposed to this one was up to 4.5. So yeah, like I said, I'll have this linked below if you're interested. Please, please, please be sure to let ArtDot know what your experience is like. I'm going to do the same. I try to give them feedback when I work on, their kits or their product or with their accessories and stuff like that. So do let them know, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you going to maybe give this one a try, or are you going to hold off for now? Or are e-pens, wireless vacuum pens like this, just not even really your thing, which is also totally fine. Like I said, I'll have this linked below. I'll also have my discount code mentioned below too for 10% off your whole purchase. Take a look at their diamond paintings. I really like especially their round drill diamond painting kits, and they've been working on improving their square drill ones too. So check out, they also have some really good accessories, like solid quality other diamond painting accessories. So take a look at those too. Anyway, thanks to ArtDot for sending this over for me to share. I hope you guys enjoyed getting a look at this product. If you want to see more diamond painting reviews, tutorials, all diamond painting all the time here on my channel, I would love to have you here as part of my community. Please subscribe. I do weekly whip and chats too if you want some company while you're crafting on Monday mornings. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing very, very well. Have a day and a week as wonderful as you are. I will chat with you in the next one. Bye, guys.